It's Week 7 of the NFL, and we've got a much-anticipated rematch of last year's NFC title game. It's the Packers and the reigning Super Bowl champs under the lights on Monday night.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olsen. Partner, this should be a good one here. In the month of October, got a couple of teams playing good football to get this season going.
In all offseason, coaches and teams, they talk about the importance of starting the season strong. And here in this matchup for early in the year, we have our first look at two teams that have started off strong. They're playing winning football. They're starting to really understand what their identity is as a team. And for this stage of the season, this is one of the better matchups we've seen so far. And it's going to go a long way continuing to unravel who are the teams we're going to be talking about come the end of the regular season.
All right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. And they're led by the man who waited his turn, the 2020 first-rounder, Jordan Love.
Really all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. A good play action with Love. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the young Florida State.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes. So careful about falling into the trap. If he does that, I tell you what, I really like their chances.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he puts his head down, and he picks up the 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's a first carry for their running back. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught, and he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run this one in. He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Washington. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Packers offense and their receiver, Jaden Reed, getting set for their next drive. And he's been as involved as anyone in the league in the middle part of the season, the NFL leader in receiving yards to this point. On 1st and 10, here's Love. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Gonna run out of the gun. Here's Harris. And he is planted. Backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line. 3rd and long. Here's Love. He'll get this out wide. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Packers set to kick this one away. Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Commanders offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And a good run there to get them 5 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. They face 2nd down and 7. Now this time they'll look to throw. Fires left sideline. That is complete. A gain there of 24 yards. 1st down, Washington. Pitts is the man in motion. Hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That one knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Back to throw. That's caught left side by Pitts.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Bates' kick is good. And the Commanders will extend to a 10-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Packers offense ready to see what they can do. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. A pass taken in by Harris. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Love. He'll tuck it and take off.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a 1st down.
They run it over center with Harris. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
Well, as been the case this entire 1st half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Love gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down. Here's Love to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. They'll go for it. Love. That's taken in.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
A peek at his receiving numbers from a week ago, part of the offensive performance that led them to victory. So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Commanders with the early lead. It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back after this. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Love. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another sack.
Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. A short gain there to about the 22. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Pitts is the man in motion. He'll drop to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. And he is in the midst of a sensational season, currently 2nd in the NFL in passing yards. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Throwing on 2nd down, Love. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
A give, and here comes Harris. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Love. Quick throw, taken in. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
That's another Packers first down. First and 10 for the 12-yard line.
Throwing is Love. This one complete right side. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. In motion, Reed. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he tries to get to the edge, but cannot do it. Job by the defense, no gain. 3rd down and 9. To throw is Love. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. That one is good. And the Packers are on the board. It's now 10-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. Not much. 2nd and long coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. Good for a Commander's first down. Now a give on the ground. Tough to bring down. Somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
At the Packers' 13-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
It's a loss of 2.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I continue in just a moment. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that
to the goal line and in. Kyle Pitts, touchdown Commanders.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Packers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Here's Love. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing right. It's taken in. And it'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Back to throw is Love. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. This is taken in by Dobbs. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. This one intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Short throw taken by Pitts.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
To the right side here, pass is caught. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Back to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So, we have hit halftime here on a Monday night. And we'll send you about a mile north of here to our studios in the Creative Village. Standing by, the coach with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports Halftime Report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was the visiting Chargers who were able to come in and steal one on the road. The Chargers looking very much like an early Super Bowl favorite as they run their record to 5-1 on the year. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Brandon Ayuk, well over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Tennessee Titans. 21-7, the final score.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. He fields it at the 8. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his season total. You get a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes to this point this season. Here's a run to begin this third quarter.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
And he's just pushing guys out of the way, powering forward for a gain of 8. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Now this time they'll look to throw. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing now from the gun. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion to the left. Now a give up the middle. Powerful running there. Stiff-arming his way for a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. They'll try to set up a tight end screen with Pitts. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. He'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
They'll try to run. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
And the running back just has nowhere to go. There is no crease. There is no seam. You got to give credit. That defensive line overwhelmed the offensive line, and that went a long way to forcing that 4th down stop.
The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out there. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. This drive begins with a run by Harris. Room to run past the 15. And it'll be marked down up around the 18-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. A pass taken in by Harris. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Give up the middle to Harris. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
On comes the Packers punting team, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. The Commanders' offense and their running back set to go once more. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Up the middle they go. Just pushing guys away as he takes this forward for a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a 1st down.
The relationship between the back and the offensive lineman is now the key for the run after catch. You want to make sure those linemen don't get too far down the field where they can't help protect the back. So once the running back catches it, there's a go-go call. Now everyone knows it's time to go downfield. The running back falls in behind him, and that's the landmark of the screenplay.
At the Packers' 30-yard line.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. That is intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. Greg, sitting up here with you, this is not the same energy we saw from this team at the start of the game. How much has the defense kind of sapped it out of them?
Oh, I think it's a big factor in this game. And when you start taking the ball away at the rate that they have today, it takes a lot of the confidence out of the offense. And I think that's the body language that you're referring to. There is a lot of doubt creeping in to this offense. And it's almost becoming the point where you don't want to be the guy with the ball because you're afraid you're going to give it up. And when it gets to that, man, as an offense, you're in trouble.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Here comes Harris on the toss to the right. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Off the play fake. Here's Love.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
And no return on this one. Fair catch signal for and taken. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun. He'll throw. He's going to tuck it and go.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Pitts is the man in motion. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll stick with him again. They'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
The Commanders about to send this one away. He'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The visitors' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. To throw is Love. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The home team's offense ready to get back to work. And it's looking like the win streak to start the year is going to continue for another week. What a tremendous performance here as they are out to finish this one off. Pitts is the man in motion. It's 1st down, and they'll run. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
To the right, that's Pitts. And he's going to be taken down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal. Pitts is the man in motion. A run on 1st and goal. A short game, down to the 7. Here now, 2nd down and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll look to throw. He's got it at the 3. Hard running, close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, Washington. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Motion man is the tight end going right. Throwing on 2nd down, Love. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Throwing is Love. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And he's going to have a Packers first down. They pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. The gain is 18. Slot man in motion left. On first down, it's Love. The right side, catch made by Dobbs. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll send the tight end in motion right. A 2nd down throw for Love. There's that man again. Another catch. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Here's Love. And that is incomplete.
I can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter. Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown. All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
17 yards on that play. Good for a Green Bay first down. Love. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. It's a touchdown. There is a penalty marker down, but it looks like this one's going to hold up.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense. That penalty is declined.
Now Love getting the Packers set for this 2-point try.
The Packers will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And that's not going to yield a whole lot. Up to about the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, you've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. And he will work this down to the 43-yard line, and that is enough for a 1st down. They'll stay on the ground. And a nice run. Get them about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with 1 minute and 6 to go in this one. This defense in desperate need of a stop, and here comes 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short complete. But it yields a fresh set of downs. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. Clock stops, 46 seconds to go. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the Commanders. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night.